Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. Welcome to part 7, the final part in our Let's Build a Calculator series, where we're building an on-screen calculator. Lots to do in today's video. We're going to talk about a bug that I discovered from part 6. We're going to go over some of your feedback from the last couple of lessons. We're going to add some trigonometry buttons down here, right? Sine, cosine, tangent, pi, all that stuff. We're going to make a copy button to copy the result to your clipboard. And then a little bit later on, in the extended cut for the members, we're going to make a button you can click on to bring the result back to a form field. We'll put a calculator button on the quick access toolbar up top so you can use it with any field in the database. And we're going to make this adding machine history tape right here. So you ready for part 7? All right, here we go. All right, first up, we got a bug. I realized this after I had finished and posted the last class, and when you open up the database, look what happens. All right, you got the expression on load you entered as an event property setting produced following error. Object or class does not support the set of events. What does that mean? Well, and it loads, and it, click on stuff and still get the same error message. What is happening there? Well, if we take a look inside the code in the onload event, all right, you will find, where are we at here? Onload. Let's go to form and then load. And it's this guy, memory val equals temp vars memory val.value. Now, this doesn't have a problem as long as this guy has a value, right? But if that's null, then this has an issue. So there's a couple ways we can get around it. We can check for null here, or we can just band-aid it on error. Resume next. And again, in this particular case, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to check for null, that's fine too. Save it, close it, open it back up again, and we're good. Okay, so yeah, a little bug that I didn't discover until after the video had already been posted, and it had been online for a few days already, so I wasn't going to go back and change it, but hopefully those of you who found it were able to fix it, and that's why we're here, is to learn how to do this stuff. Next up, I thought we'd go over some of the feedback, some of the comments I've gotten about this calculator. I got lots and lots of comments over the past 6 videos here. NFA Toys says you shouldn't be adding parentheses automatically. If you want 6 plus 3 squared, then you're giving me 6 plus 3 with a little squared after that. My answer would just be to write it like you want it, right? 6 plus 3 and then the caret 2 instead of using the square button. It's all about how you define how this is going to work. I've got it so that, and we've talked about this in previous videos, any of the red buttons, when you hit the red button, it executes whatever's in the thing. So if I put in here parentheses, right, 6 plus 2 parentheses squared, then I get what you want. But if I type in, right, 6 plus 2 and then square it, then I get that. So it's all how you want to go about it. Now, some of the other comments you'll see in a minute have talked about it when you hit any of the operation buttons, that some calculators then issue, they execute the command then. So as soon as you type in 6, or 3 times and then hit the second one, it processes that. Again, it's all how you want to build it. If you want to build your calculator to mimic those desktop calculators, go for it, right? I'm building it the way that I want it to work. So it's up to you. A couple of people made the comment that you need the comma instead of the decimal place. Yeah, I've mentioned this in a ton of my videos. I'm English speaking. I use the US standards. For us, it's decimal points. If you're in Europe, some places it's commas. So you'll have to replace them accordingly. Yeah, I have zero experience with working with other language versions of anything. So that's my one limitation. I don't know that stuff. So that's on you. That's one of the reasons why I like to stick to the ISO date format, so there's no confusion in dates. If you don't know what that is, I'll put a video link down below. Go watch that. Uriel says, wouldn't it be nice to just remove any of the non-mathematical characters before processing it with the eval? Yeah, that's great. And I mentioned that I would put it on a list for a future video, but I'm not going to include it in the calculator because I've already done it. I've already made a video on filtering characters out. So go watch this video. Literally just filter out anything other than numbers, periods, whatever else you want in your formula, right? Leave the parentheses, leave the caret, leave whatever you want in there, filter everything else out, and then run the eval, and that will take care of that. Good thinking. John says, wouldn't it be nice to be able to have this calculator open up when you are in a numeric button where you want to do calculations and then have that value returned to that field? Yes, we're going to be doing that in an extended cut coming up very soon for the members. All right, so that was just a small bit of the feedback that I got. I got tons and tons of feedback on this one, which is great. But let's continuing on. I believe in this video, we're going to work on the trig buttons first. Let's make buttons for sine, cosine, tangent, and log. So I'll go to design view, and I'm going to copy. We're going to make these red buttons. They're going to fire off immediately. So copy and then paste. Whoops, I'll come down here. That's okay. We'll stick them right there. Copy, paste. Come here. And then paste. Okay. Put them right down here. All right, this will be sine. This will be cosine. This will be tangent. And this will be. And let's make these a little smaller and not bold. Let's go like that. Make the text a little smaller so we can actually see it. A little bit more than that. There we go. All right, give them names. What do we got? Button, BTN, sine. BTN, cosine. BTN, tangent. And finally, guess what? BTN log. Okay. Since these are going to run right away, all we have to do is take whatever's in the calc box and then wrap that inside of the function we want to use and then do calc, right? Just like we did with squaring and with square root, right? So calc equals the sine of whatever's in calc and parentheses do calc. That's it. That's how it's going to be for all of these buttons. Nice and simple. Copy that. Come back over here. We'll do cosine. All right, COS. And these are all functions that are built in to VBA. We don't got to worry about doing anything fancy. Tangent. And finally, log. All right, there we go. Save it. Bring that back up like that. And let's see if we give me the cosine of 1. There you go. Sine, tangent, log. Okay. It's been a while since I've used these functions myself. But there they are. Which, by the way, if you want to make a pi button, you can make a pi button. Really easy to do. Watch this. I'll take this guy. Copy, paste, right up here. Pi is ASCII 227, so hold down the Alt key, 227. There's your pi button. All right. I hate that. When you got an image in the background like that, sometimes it's harder to click on those foreground images. Let's make this bigger so we can see it. Let's make this guy like 24 point. Okay, and bold that. All right, that's pi. This will be button pi, BTN pi. Now, there's two ways you can put the value in there. You can do it mathematically, or you can just put a value in there. It depends on how exact of pi you want. If you want 3.14, fine. If you want 3.14159, fine. You could do 4 times the arctangent of 1 if you want to get really specific. But that's up to you. I'll just borrow a function from over here. We'll just do the add to calc. Yeah, see, we can't do the active control.caption here. So we'll do, let's see. Give me one of these guys. Copy that. And then equals that. And we'll just put our value right inside. 3.1415926. That's good enough for me. All right, save it. And then we got pi. however much detail pie you want. Another thing I wanted to do is every time that a character is sent up there, I want the focus to move right up here at the end of that box, because I want to be able to just say, okay, let's clear that. Let's say I'm typing, I got 5 times 3. And at this point, I want to add something manually, right? If I start typing like plus whatever, I can't type on the keyboard because the focus is still sitting here on this button. So what I'm going to do is every time I issue add to calc, where's add to calc? Let's find add to calc. Where are you? Add to calc up here. Okay. Every time I issue that command, I want to set the focus on this box. Okay. So come in here. We're going to say calc.setFocus. That'll move the focus of the cursor to the calc box. So now if I go plus, 6 minus 8, but I still kind of got a problem in that the focus moved up here, but all of this stuff is selected. So if I type, it's going to overwrite all of that. I don't want that. What I want to do is I want to set the focus up top here. Okay. But I want to put the cursor at the end. Every time I want to put the cursor right at the end there. To do that, there's a property called selection start. All right, it's called cell start. All right, and you control where the selection start is, any position inside this string. So here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters here. We could put the selection start anywhere we want to. I'm going to put it at the end. All right, so I'm going to say right in here, I'm going to say calc.cellStart equals the length of calc. However long that string is, put the cursor at the end of it. And now, when I come in here and start typing, look at that. Times 3 plus. See how this cursor is still at the end all the whole time. See? Now I can also add stuff, right? Plus, I'm typing on the keyboard now. Okay? That simple. That's how you move the selection around. All right, last thing for today. And we're going to make a copy button. So we can take whatever's up here. So we put a bunch of stuff in here. 5 times 3 plus 9, right? And I want to be able to copy that so I can then paste it in some other form. All right, so we're going to learn the command to copy some stuff. I'll make another button. Copy, paste. Put it right here. And let's make this one double wide. And we'll just put the word copy in there. And we'll unbold it. Let's see. Click bold, and let's make it smaller. All right. So this will be our button copy, and we don't want to add to calc, so get rid of that. Go to all. Go to button copy. And what's this code going to look like? Right click, build event. All right, if there's nothing in there, don't do anything. So if is null, calc, then exit sub. All right, we're going to calc.setFocus. So the focus goes up to the calculator field. Then we're going to do command dot run command accmd copy. That will copy whatever is selected to the clipboard. And then, I don't know, maybe beep to let the user know it's been copied. All right, save that. All right, let's throw in a quick debug compile. Close it, open it, type in some stuff. All right, I don't know, +6, whatever. Let's copy that to the clipboard, copy. And let's open up, I don't know, where's my paint? Not paint, let's use notepad. There's notepad. Ready, Control V, paste, there it is. Copy whatever was there into your notepad. Okay? Or whatever, you want to go to a different form in your database, your customer form, whatever, paste it in. There you go, that's all you got to do. Now, in the extended cut for the members, what we're going to do is we're going to actually make it so that when this form closes, whatever this value is in here gets sent back to the form that opened it. All right, so here's what's coming up in the extended cut. First, we're going to make a button. If you want to link the calculator to any particular field, we'll make a button. You click on it, it opens up the calculator. You do your magic, and it brings that value right back to where you left it. All right, I put a button here on the main menu. click the little calculator button, type in your stuff, it equals. As soon as that closes, that value is brought right back here. And you can put a button next to any field you want to. I put one here next to family size. Same thing. Click, type a value in. As soon as that closes, it comes right back there. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to do. Then we're going to get a little more complicated. I'm going to show you how to make a calculator button right up top here on your quick access toolbar that can be used anywhere in your database, whether you want to put a little calculator button next to it or not. All right, so let's say you're in the order form. Okay, and you're right here, let's say, I don't know. And you want to put a value in that field. You hit your little calculator button. You type in what you want to type in, right? Close it. Boom, and it puts that value right back there. Doesn't matter what kind of field it is. Could be a note field, could be down here, could be anywhere, wherever you want it. Finally, we're going to make a little adding machine tape, a little history right there, right? When you open up your calculator, you hit a little history button, you get this guy, all right? 6 times 3 equals, and it goes right there with the result, right? Times 5 equals, right? Minus 3,000 equals, oh, it's red, it goes negative, right? See that? Times 3. Okay, that's your little history tape. Pretty cool. That is all covered in the extended cut for the members. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut videos, all of them. There's hundreds of them. And gold members can download these databases, and you have access to the code vault and free lessons and lots more. So check it out. But that is going to be your Let's Build a Calculator series. Part 7 is going to be the last part. Unless you guys, all come together and say, hey, we want to see how to do this. For now, we're going to put this calculator series on the shelf. If there are more functions that you want to see, post a comment down below. And if enough of you are interested in something specific, maybe I'll make a part 8. But as of right now, we're going to put the cap on this one. But I hope you had some fun. I hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have below. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. Click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Want to learn more? Click the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. YouTube does a pretty good job of hiding it. It's right down there. See this part of the description here, right? The name, the video's up here. There's a little Show More down there, right down the bottom. It's kind of hard to find. But once you click on that, you'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. And YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted like they used to do. But if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. And you can pick how frequently to get emails from me, either as they happen, daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, if you'd like to become a paid member of my channel and receive all kinds of awesome perks, click on the Join button. You'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks, including my extended cut videos, access to my code vault, lots of VBA source code in there, template downloads, and lots more. I'll talk more about these perks at the end of the video. Even if you don't want to commit to becoming a paid member and you'd like to help support my work, please feel free to click on the tip jar link. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got some puppies to feed. But don't worry, no matter what, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you really want to learn Access and you haven't tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, and more. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? The whole thing. Free. 4 hours. Go watch it. And okay, a lot of you have told me that you don't have time to sit through a 4-hour course. So I do now have a quicker Microsoft Access for Beginners video that covers all the basics faster in about 30 minutes. And no, I didn't just put the video on fast forward. But I'll put a link to this down below as well. Now, if you like level 1, Level 2 is just $1. That's it, $1. And that's another whole 90-minute course. Level 2 is also free for paid members of any level, including supporters. So if you're a member, go watch Level 2. It's free. Okay, want to get your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my tech help page and send me your question there. Members get priority, of course. While I do try to read and respond to all of the comments posted below in the comments section, I only have time to go through them briefly a couple of times a month, and sometimes I get thousands of them. So send me your question here on the tech help page, and you'll have a better chance of getting it answered. And while you're on my website, be sure to stop by my Access forum. We've got lots of lively conversations about Microsoft Access and other topics. I have a fantastic group of moderators who help me answer questions. Shout out to Alex, Kevin, Scott, Adam, John, Dan, Juan, and everybody else who helps out on the site. I appreciate everything you do. I couldn't do it without you. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but I don't like Facebook. Don't get me started. Now, let's talk more about those member perks if you do decide to join as a paid member. There are different levels: silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut tech help videos, one free beginner class every month, and some other perks. Gold members get all the previous perks, plus access to download the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use, the code that I build in most of the videos. You'll also get higher priority if you do submit any tech help questions. Now, answers are never guaranteed, but you do go higher in the list for me to read them. And if I like your question, you got a good chance of it being answered. You'll also get one free expert level class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus even higher priority for tech help questions. You get access to all of my full beginner level courses for every subject. And I cover lots of different subjects like Word, Excel, VBA, ASP, lots of different stuff, not just Access. These are the full-length courses found on my website. You get all the beginner ones. In addition, once you finish the expert classes, you get one free developer class per month. So lots of training. And finally, you can also become a Diamond sponsor. You'll have your name or your company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown on each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you again soon.